In this video, I'm going to go through an overview of the FPS that I built these past few days using the Unity FPS Microgame as a base. This game is nice and short with some interesting level design and some unique mechanics. There's a hookshot, shield transformers, mission briefing, final boss fight, and more. Let's begin! Okay, so first of all, if you haven't played it yet, then go check the link in the description and come back here afterwards. The game is very quick, only about 5 minutes, and is fully playable in your browser. So go check it out, play through it, and then continue in here. Alright, so if you're back here, I assume you've played through it. As you saw, the game has a bunch of interesting features. There's the awesome shield effect connected to the transformers. There's the hookshot, which feels very nice to play with. The mission briefing display inside the helicopter, as well as jumping down into the landing zone to start the level. Super fast mini enemies. 2 unique weapons plus the grenades. A nice elevator. And the final boss fight with multiple stages. Those are all the things that I added onto the FPS Microgame base. Okay, so now first of all, the reason why I was able to get this up and running so quickly is because the base of this game is the just released Unity FPS Microgame. If you're not familiar with microgames, this is a great new thing that Unity has been doing recently in order to help new developers get started. So if you're a beginner, I suggest you look at them and play around. You can find all of the microgames on the Unity hub. Over here you just open it and go into the Learn tab. And here you can see all of the various microgames as well as a bunch more stuff. So previously we had the karting microgame, then the platformer microgame, and now it's just been released, the FPS microgame. They come as a completed playable base game, and then you have a bunch of mini tutorials which they call mods in order to add more things onto it. So for example, you can modify the FPS microgame to add a new weapon type by following this mod tutorial. So that's Unity Microgames, a great feature for complete beginners to quickly get started using Unity. Even for more experienced developers, this can be a great way to quickly get a prototype up and running and test your ideas just like I've done in this project. Also, next month there will be a very nice live stream game jam using the FPS microgame as a base. It will be on November 24 and it will be hosted by Andre from Mix and Jam alongside myself and Couch Ferret as well as Elena from Unity. It will be a very fun live stream, so make sure you add the date to your calendar in order to build something awesome as well as the chance to win some cool Unity swag. So here I took that nice FPS sample as a starting point and I built upon it. Here you can see the entire level in the editor. We start off at the helicopter and here, keep going through here, and as you can see a bunch of enemies already placed, a bunch of grenades. Then there's a door and a key. Over here a weapon pickup. Then we go through the elevator and over here the nice shield, and all the way here in the end we have the turret boss. Alright, so let's start playing through the game and I'll talk about all the features and mechanics that I added. Okay, here is the starting point. We start off on our helicopter and after a while the door opens and the color turns green and you can see the objective. We need to recover the microchip. Over here we have a nice mission briefing. So it showcases our goal, which is on the enemy boss turret, which is our final boss fight. The way this is working is a simple render texture, and over here I have a camera just flying around and it's rendering onto this. Okay, so that's our goal. Now let's begin. So we can just out here look at the whole level. So you can see the boss in there, the third level in there, second level, and there's where we start. So now I can jump out, and as I jump out, there you go, I go straight into the landing zone, and there we have some nice particle effects. The drop is handled through code, so we make sure that whenever we jump, we always land on our landing position. Okay, we start off with a very basic blaster. This is the default weapon on the FPS microgame. And here we can move into the first area, and there you go, there's an enemy in there, and another one running over there, and there you go, he spotted me. This is a very quick micro enemy, so he moves very fast but dies very easily, and there is the normal default enemy. Now as we pass through here, we can see a nice red door, and over here another enemy, so just shoot him. And in here we have a nice tutorial message. So here let's press G to look at the grenade, and there's an enemy in there, press G, and there you go, there goes the grenade, and after a while it explodes and causes area of effect damage. So let's try to hit that one over there and shoot this one. And there he is, and throw the grenade, and after a while it explodes, and there you go, took him out. Right, so those are some very simple grenades. It's essentially just a rigid body being thrown with a script that explodes after a certain amount of time. So we take out all the enemies, and now here in the corner you can see a nice wall with this nice cracked texture. This is meant to indicate a hidden destructible wall, so if we shoot it, we can get access to a nice hidden area. So there you go, and we have some more grenades. And over here we have our nice key, so we can pick it up. As you can see, the key is on idle, being nicely animated, so pick it up, and there you go, that's in the UI. So we are currently holding our key. Now let's go into the door. And when we approach the door, there you go, it plays a nice animation and the door opens. Alright, great. Now let's go through here, and over here we have another weapon, so we move it and we pick it up, and that's the rocket launcher. As the name implies, this fires some slow-moving rockets that explode on contact and have an area of effect damage. So there you go, that one chased me. I always love rocket launchers, so when doing a FPS microgame, I had to implement it. Now in there we have a nice turret, so let's take him out. Then in here we have another enemy, so we can use the nice splash damage, and it's very nice. So there you go, he's almost done, and throw, and there you go, he's gone. Alright, so as he dies, he drops the nice blue key, so we can now pick it up, approach the blue door, and it plays the animation and opens a nice door. Now inside we have another weapon. This is a nice railgun. So this is pretty much a sniper rifle. So we can zoom in very far and fire the weapon, and it lands exactly on the target position. So whereas the others are projectile weapons, this is a hit scan weapon. Then in here we have a nice elevator, so as we go in, it starts playing, and there you go, it starts moving up, and we can see that we are indeed moving up, and after a while we reach the new level. So here we have a bunch of enemies waiting for us, so let's try to shoot them. And the small ones are best handled with a nice splash damage, and just take them all out, just like that, and there you go, great. And over there you can see something really interesting. There is a turret inside a very nice shield, and if I try to shoot, I cannot shoot through the shield, but there you go, he sees me and he can shoot me. I made this nice shield effect in shader graph, and it looks really cool, so stay tuned for a tutorial on how to make it. As you can see, he can shoot me, but I cannot shoot him, so I need to destroy the shield. And here on the floor, you can see some power lines coming off of the shield, and they are connected into this thing, and this is meant to be a transformer, so we can shoot it, and we destroy it, and when we destroy it, you can see that the power lines vanished. So with that power line offline, we can now look and see that there's another one going through here. So let's follow and see where this lands, and in here we have a nice pickup, and if we move in, there you go, we have captured our hookshot. So this is a really cool mechanic that took me quite a while to make right. So we press F, and there you go, it fires something and it pulls me towards it. This is a really fun mechanic to play with, so I can jump in midair and keep the momentum, and there you go, it looks very nice, almost kind of like Spider-Man. So there you go, just fire it and go through, and there's an enemy in there, so I can go and I can fire in the air, and now I've fallen off the map. So I can go, and there you go, okay, great. So as you can see, a very nice, interesting mechanic. So this will be very useful for the final boss fight, as you will see, and here just take out these enemies. So with them down, now I can take out the last transformer. There you go, the power line is offline. And now if we look, yep, there you go, he is no longer protected by the shield. So with the shield gone, we can now easily take him out. Using that, fire some rockets, and yep, there you go, he's gone. Okay, great. Over here in the corner, we can also see this and pick up some more grenades. Now let's pick up the purple key, open the purple door, and there you go, we now have access into our very nice boss fight. So let's go into it. Okay, we go in, make sure we have full health, and there you go, he starts shooting right away. But luckily we have some nice pillars that we can use in order to take cover. And after dealing enough damage, there you go, the shield has been spawned, as well as some enemies. So we can no longer damage him, we now need to destroy all of the transformers. However, since this whole thing is encased in glass, we can use the very nice hookshot in order to move and slide around. So I can go here, I can fire there, and this whole movement feels very nice, very satisfying. So take them all out, once I take out, and there's another one, and there you go, now he's available, and I'm going to shoot him. And there you go, we have reached the next stage of the boss fight. And this is actually quite hectic and quite difficult to keep talking and play at the same time, so let's see if I can make it. Now we are on the final stage. All the enemies are still being spawned. We also have some grenades being spawned to help the player. And they also drop some health points. And keep trying to get them. And there you go, I took him out with a nice grenade. So as you saw, once he went down, all of the minions went down with him. Alright, so that was quite stressful but also quite fun. The hookshot works really well in order to combine it with a nice rocket launcher. So I can fire and I can keep going, keep jumping around. And as you saw, it's a very interesting boss fight. So with him down, as you can see, he dropped the nice microchip, which is our current objective. So we can go pick it up. And there you go, now we have the final objective. We need to leave with the microchip. So let's go, and over there we can see the nice helicopter in order to leave this area. So let's go into it, jump inside, and yep, there you go. We have completed our mission, all objectives completed. Awesome! So here you saw the entire game I've built starting from the FPS Microgame. As you saw, the game has quite a bunch of interesting features. The mission briefing displays inside the helicopter and jumping down into the landing zone to start the level. The super fast mini enemies. 2 unique weapons plus the grenades, a nice elevator, the awesome shield effect connected to the transformers, the hookshot which feels great to use, and the final boss fight with multiple stages. If you'd like to see a tutorial on any of these specific features, please post it in the comments. All of those combine to make this very nice game. You can go build your own FPS game by using the microgame as a base. Just go to the Unity hub, open up the Learn tab, and start modifying the microgame. You can very quickly play around with all the pre-made prefabs and build some really interesting levels and make your own weapons and enemies. So give it a shot and see what you can build. Also, next month there will be a very nice live stream game jam using the FPS Microgame as a base. It will be on November 24 and it will be hosted by Andre from Mix and Jam alongside myself and CouchFerret as well as Elena from Unity. It will be a very fun live stream, so make sure you add the date to your calendar in order to build something awesome, as well as the chance to win some cool Unity swag. Alright, if you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe for more Unity content. Post any questions you have in the comments, and I'll see you next time.